Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Well, it is Tuesday, and if you are a first-time visitor here, then you may not know this. This is Talking with the Planets Day, and all the rest of everyone who is the normal crowd. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us. All the moderators, thank you so much. And to Julianne Payne down there, who is actually time traveling because I'm living in her past and she's living in my future. Patrick, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm somewhere in the middle, Wayne.
That is true. I guess it technically, yeah, it's very interesting.
7 p.m. here.
Yeah, so, you're still living my past.
No, I'm living your future.
You're living my future. Isn't that?
And Julie is living my future.
I'm telling you, folks, and you say talking to the planets is strange? Yeah.
Can I just say to those people that haven't seen us before, if it doesn't gel with you, don't stay. You won't get anything from it. Just go somewhere else.
Yeah, cognitive dissonance sucks. Yeah. And trust me, boy, did we had some of that yesterday, Patrick, when I was telling people that the real Moses, the Magi.
I watched it.
Oh, you did? Yeah. Wasn't that a strange revelation there at the end?
Yeah. Wow.
And it gets back to that whole point when you and I have talked. I firmly believe that these intelligences, I believe that's what they are. I believe they in fact manifest. And I think who was it? Was the sun that said that they're still manifesting?
They're still manifesting, all of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Earth Frequency has answered that several times on my channel, on my other shows.
I wonder, maybe it's something we could ask, maybe think about this on the Earth side of the equation. I wonder if there's a correlation to the Schumann resonance that's increasing.
That is increasing quite a bit, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's having an effect on us.
Yes,
the population. Some good, some not so good.
Yeah. We don't talk about it on this show, but there's an article that comes out. Patrick, we're in the midst of the single largest transformation of the human species that we've witnessed.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the strange thing. In 60 years, our species may not have any resemblance to what we actually look like today. 60 years from now.
Perhaps we'll all have horns, Wayne.
I've been accused of it.
Can you believe it's number 15 today?
I cannot. I mean,
wow.
It's wonderful. I just want to say hello to all the moderators. Thank you, everyone who is joining us. We do a little thing here every time, and I just invoke favor upon all of us. We invoke favor upon the planets, and may favor grace us today with new revelation and new insights. And we invoke our favor upon these majestic beings, and may there be nothing missing, nothing broken found in your life. Full restoration, folks, across the board. And that's what we say, Patrick. Yeah,
I agree. And as to the answers we receive, I hope we get an understanding of what they're actually saying. And if you can, when you're listening to the answers we receive, I mean, I don't know what the questions are. I'm not sure if Wayne does, to be honest.
I
don't. We come into this blind, don't we, Wayne?
Yes, we do.
When we receive an answer from whomever we're communicating with, try and feel the answer. You get more from it that way, and you can sense. I believe you said the other day, Wayne, about all of them having different personalities. You can feel that.
It's so true. And folks, so why we have this moment. So I've been practicing in my meditation time in being able to, what they would say, coexist in two dimensions at the same time. So one of the things that I have been practicing, and I challenge everyone to do the same. So things are changing for us, folks. And my wife was watching, by the way, out of about 15 times, it may have been a little bit more, I was hitting about 99% on being able to determine just by cards as to picking out which one is black, which one is red.
Wow.
And it's a very interesting technique.
That's against the law of average then, isn't it?
Oh, it's off the scale. But here's the thing. I actually became the card. I could actually see the card from underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
It's all the abilities that's tied within our DNA, Wayne.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's why I don't find this unusual. I don't find it odd. Listen, I was in a cult called Christianity for decades. And I mean, I prayed in tongues. I laid hands on people. I mean, the whole 9 yards. And I mean, you know, outside a religious environment, people would think you were bat crap crazy.
Yeah. In there, done that.
Exactly.
Right. 23 years I was a Christian.
See, it happens, folks.
Now look at me.
Now look at us. Exactly.
I've got to tell you a funny story, Wayne. I went to the beach this morning where we scattered Angie's ashes, and I was driving home, lovely sunny day, and it was quite busy, and all these cars and lorries and vans was around, and I suddenly thought, I'm going to be talking with the planets this evening, and none of these people know. Very surreal.
It is. It truly is. I mean, if my neighbors knew, holy crap.
Wow, there's that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that guy, they talk to the planets. Yeah, we do. All right. Well, I've got a string of questions here, my friend, and I want to thank everyone who has sent your questions in.
Yes, thank you very much.
I put Patrick's correct email on there and his YouTube channel. If you have questions, email us and we'll get to them.
Eventually.
Eventually. Sex, drugs, and ancient scrolls. The Antichrist is on a roll.
Thanks, Al.
Al, I love you, brother. Al has a really interesting story. He's not asked, given me permission to share it, but Al has some interesting energy, I have to say. All right. So, Patrick, my good friend, shall we get calibrated?
Do the protection first and then we'll crack on.
Yes, let's do that.
Everyone watching, you're welcome to join in, or you can just sit there and watch me make a fool of myself, and Wayne will pull funny faces and we'll be having a laugh. But it does help me to focus, and there's the obvious protection side as well. So we'll have a go. Imagine a white ball of light above your head. It is a ball of pure love. Imagine it traveling down your body towards your feet. As it travels down your body, it encompasses you as if in a bubble. When it gets to your feet and you are totally encompassed, you can blow this bubble up like a balloon. You can make it cover your whole home. You can make it cover the whole planet. You can set the thickness of the skin and the intention to keep out all negative entities, influences, energies, frequencies, and even entities. At this point, you should feel a nice warm glow in your heart. This confirms that the protection is set. Thanks, Wayne.
Thank you, Patrick. Folks, and what I do, when Patrick says that, it's a technique that I learned years ago, is that I see this orb, and as it's casting this light, it's literally like it passes through your whole essence. Mm-hmm. And as it gets to my feet, it's pushing out what I always see as this brown energy.
Right.
And when it gets below the soles of my feet, it forms into a spear. So,
Whatever works for you.
well, I keep on hearing Helen Reddy in my song, I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar.
Oh, Helen Reddy, that's going back a while, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
There's people like they call Helen who?
I know it. But she really had a great voice, folks.
Definitely, yeah.
Jesus Christ Superstar. I went and saw that play, and
Right.
she did the anyway. I digress. So let's rock and roll, folks. This is a good time. It's a great time for exploration. So let us roll, my friend.
Sure.
All right. This one is from I guess it's Amy's father. My little girl is enthralled with Mars. Can you ask Mars if he hears Amy talking to him? Please, we will be watching tonight. All right, well, let's see if we can talk to the Mars frequency. Mars frequency, are you there?
Yes, hello, Wayne.
How are you, my friend?
I am much better. I am in higher spirits than I was the last time we spoke. I am receiving much love, and it is appreciated.
Well, I'll tell you, Mars, we feel, I don't know, what I sense is that there is a connection, and you're in the news here. I have to say, they're now saying that they're finding possible life. I mean, can I ask you before we ask our question, Mars, is there life on you?
There is life on me, and as I've said before, there is life within me.
Yes. Well, that would make sense. They've found methane. All right. So we have a young lady here whose name is Amy, and she apparently wants to know if you hear her talking to you.
I hear everybody who talks to me. The young children who talk to me are especially poignant. It really lifts my spirit. Hello, Amy. Sending you love.
Wow. Well, Amy, keep talking to Mars. Let me tell you, and this is just me, Amy. He's really a very cool dude. Really is. And just all right. So Mars, there is a question that has been asked as well, is that recently we've noticed that there is a blue substance that appears to be under your surface. Can you tell us what that is, or is it just like soil, like here? I don't know.
It is just part of my chemical makeup, Wayne.
Okay, that would make sense. Well, I don't have anything else for you, Mars. And do you have anything you would like to share with us? There's a lot of people listening.
Myself and my brothers and sisters, the other planets and the moons, we are all increasing in frequency and in energy. We are all transmuting this energy into love and transmitting it to you. Just think of us, talk to us, tune into our frequency, and you will be uplifted. We love you.
Mars, we love you. And I'm telling you, I appreciate you. I just feel such a kinship to you. Thank you, Mars.
You're welcome.
When Mars was saying about the frequency, we're witnessing this. I mean, this is not speculation. This is not hyperbole.
It's not just here, it's the whole.
Yes, there is something. I don't know. I can't help but not sense that there is something. I think we're on the cusp of something. It's just me. I don't know.
Well, people talk about the event and they're expecting this event to happen, but I've been told that the event is an individual thing. It's been happening for a long time, and it's a continual process for the individual. It's not a global event that'll happen at a particular time on a particular day.
I think you're right. And we're seeing evidence of that.
Uh-huh.
I think that so often we as humans, we like to see the miraculous, boom. Oh, all of a sudden, even magic doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't.
it's a process.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. This is from Robert, United States Navy vet. Thank you for your service, Robert. My question is, speaking with the moon, is the moon aware that it is? Yes, our moon. Yes. Is it aware that it is being used as a source of the low frequency signals that keep humanity in this dense 3D density using ancient technology? Well, that's a loaded one.
Well,
are you ready?
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, let's go for it.
Let's do it. Moon frequency, are you there?
Yes. Hello, Wayne.
How are you?
I am very well, thank you. I have more people who know the real me and where I am now than before.
Yes, I think that this kind of goes in with the question that we have for you. The question, Moon, is this: are you aware that you are being used as a source of low frequency signals that keep humanity in what we call this 3D density? And the question is, I guess, added to that, is this using ancient technology?
I am not being used to do any such thing. There are fake moons in your sky that are being used to do this, not me. I am 100% benevolent.
I just like to follow on with that, Moon. I get the sense that many of us haven't probably really actually ever seen you.
I can be seen using a telescope on the right day,
Okay.
on the right circumstance, but you only see a very faint black ring. I do not give off light. I do not reflect light. I am dark. And I am further out than you are taught, as is most of my brothers and sisters in the solar system. The solar system is far bigger than you are taught.
Amazing.
The influence of the sun extends beyond your imagination.
So the 250, 225,000 miles is basically an illusion.
Yes, it fits in with the narrative.
Interesting. Moon, so there has been a heavily debate here, and the question that has been asked, and I want to get this so while we have you, wow, this is very interesting. The question is coming from for the moon. As you are further out and dark, was there a moon landing by Earth astronauts on your surface in 1969? Thank you.
Mankind landed on my surface a long time before 1969. The landing that was televised was fake. You were here before then on the real me. There are alien races on my surface. This has been going on for centuries. Your history is not the truth.
Okay, Moon, that is just amazing. I am just taken away by that. Are there other species that have landed on your surface?
Yes, and they are still here.
Are they malevolent, or are they of a beneficial aspect to humanity?
The majority are benevolent. There are malevolent entities here. You do not see it, but there is a war going on in space around your planet.
Does this have anything to do, Moon, to what was being recorded in our instruments about 7, 8 years ago, maybe 10 years ago?
You often pick up noises, flashes, signals that are a result of battles in space. This war has been going on for a long time.
Is it intensifying?
It is reaching its peak.
Are your brothers and sisters, the other planets, the other moons, are they being manipulated by these forces?
Not manipulated, they are being used, especially the moons are being used for bases to extract materials. The planets themselves are accustomed to the negative energy and attempted influence from these beings. The hardest ones to deal with are the interdimensionals.
Can you speak a little bit more on the interdimensionals?
The Elohim.
That's what I thought. So, Moon, I have a question I've often wondered. Our ancestors worshiped you. In fact, we had a culture here known as the Sumerians. They viewed you and called you Ayana. There was other names. How do you feel about that? Do you miss that attention, or was it important to you?
Myself and all the other objects within the solar system have had many interactions with the civilization on planet Earth. Many civilizations have come and gone, and we end up having a connection with each. Some have ascended, I believe that has been mentioned before. Some have been destroyed after a reset. And I believe you've already been told that you could go either way.
Yes, yes. Moon, I have so many other questions. I knew the last human, at least the one that we were told, that walked on your surface, and he told me that he sensed a presence when he came out of the lunar module. I'm curious, is this that energy that you're talking that most people never see you at? I know it's kind of confusing. Let me just restate that. Is this energy that he felt, this present, is that you, or was it something else?
That was something else, Wayne. That is the influence from the other dimension.
I see that. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, Moon, there's 1,000 questions going here, but I just thank you. I have one last question. Is it what our instruments have shown that are you hollow? Is at least that's what was recorded by our instruments.
Most planets and moons are hollow.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you, Moon. This has been great. I'm sure we will be back, but thank you for blowing our minds, as would be said.
You are still learning, Wayne.
Yes, all we shall. Thank you, my friend.
You're welcome.
Well, that was mind-blowing.
I'm going to have to watch that bit back, Wayne. Do you know what I felt? There was a calmness, a peace.
Yeah.
Not like when we first talked to Mars, there was I've accepted my fate sort of thing. But with the moon we were just talking with, it was above that. You know, it was, you can't touch me sort of thing. I'm at peace with myself.
Yeah.
I am, you know, it is what it is.
Well, I'm going to have to go back.
Wow.
I can't, that one I'm going to have to digest many times. That one was wild. Um,
Thank you for the first question, whoever submitted it. I can't remember.
the first question, I do not know. I just don't know where that one came from. But Robert was the one who gave us the questions on the moon.
Thank you, Robert.
Let's see. Earth frequency. Can you share some knowledge with us about the galactic light force that are working here with us and about the ones among us at this point in our time? We got a lot of questions for the Earth, Patrick.
Okay.
So
Nearly halfway through already, Wayne.
wow, what happened? I mean, that's weird. I mean, it hasn't felt like that was weird. Okay. We got a lot of questions for Earth frequency. So Earth frequency, are you available?
Yes, Wayne.
Hello, Mother. How are you?
I am very well, thank you.
Well, it's been a little while since we last talked, and there are some questions. Are you doing okay? Is your change or ascension, is this still going? Is it accelerating?
I am still expanding in size. This is having an effect on the water level on the planet. It's also having an effect on frequency, and this will in turn have an effect on you all.
I was just thinking, Earth, that we're seeing very unusual weather pattern changes. Are we in store for more of these changes?
They will be more frequent and at times more severe. Some places that are usually cool will become hot. Cool places will be hot places will become cool. There is a change.
We sense it, Mother, we do. There is a question that many people want to know. With the Fukushima disaster that took place, how much poisoning has it really impacted upon you?
It has affected the wildlife more than myself. It is ongoing. There is still leakage coming from there. The radioactivity is increasing within the oceans of myself. I am using all I have to try and reverse it. It is a big job.
I can only imagine, Mother. One of the questions that has been asked is how is humanity doing in connecting with the new Earth grid? I'll just put the question out.
Humanity as a whole is becoming more aware, you would say, waking up. It is a slow process. There can be many false leads. If you have an open heart and ponder it out, you will find the truth. Talk to me and you will receive confirmation.
Anybody can talk with you, can't they?
Yes, you are my children.
You know, I sensed that today in my meditation. When I sensed that, ma'am, it became very clear that if you were not alive, neither would we be. So a question continuing, many humans are not allowed to know what is going on in Antarctica. Could you give us any type of insight about what is taking place in Antarctica?
Before Antarctica became frozen, it was a thriving civilization. they were in visitation with other beings, benevolent beings. When the freeze happened, it happened very rapidly, and most of this civilization were destroyed. There are excavations happening, and they are finding cities, they are finding technology that is, pardon the pun, out of this world.
Yes, yes. Earth, Mother, on this one, there are some who says, can you share some knowledge with us about the galactic light forces? I guess these are beings that are here with us, and about the ones amongst us at this point in time. How many different species of intelligences, Mother, is actually here?
Many to count, Wayne. There are many represented here. Some incarnate into human form, some do not, some are just out of sight, cannot be seen. Some play a role in guiding you, influencing you, not forcing you. Some are just witnesses.
Is there we've been told that there is a war going on in our solar system. What do you know of this, Mother?
Your solar system has many more objects than you are taught. There are many precious minerals and metals on these planetoids. It is a scarce commodity that is sought after.
Wow. I'm getting a picture in my head that is just pretty interesting. So, Mother, there. I guess the question I am curious about, there seems to be this, as we've talked to you about what we call the Schumann resonance, your frequency, it's changing, it's off the scale, you're expanding. It appears that your magnetic poles are now reversing. Where is this leading to? And is there anything that man can do to change any of this?
It cannot be stopped. It is a continual process. There is an energetic change happening within myself. You also will be changed. You will have your abilities activated. You will come to a fuller understanding of your full potential. This is a good thing.
Mother Earth, can you talk to us, tell us a little bit about the time of the giants? We see evidence of a different Earth than the one we see today. What was the time of the giants like?
Giants are still here, Wayne. There are giants in Antarctica. There are giants around the planet. They came from Tiamat. They were here at the time of the dinosaurs. They have remained here. Some believe they were wiped out. This is not the case. They simply went into hiding. Some went into the hollow earth.
So this is so interesting, Mother. When you just said that, the battle that we saw with Tiamat that was depicted in the pictographs going back to the times of the Mesopotamian era. So this really did take place. There really was another planet.
Yes, that is now the asteroid belt.
And those beings came here.
Correct.
Interesting. Wow. Mother.
Why wouldn't they, Wayne?
Well, it only makes sense. I can't see a more habitable energy than what you produce. Um, I'm sorry, Mother. I'm seeing this because it appears that we live in an illusion, that the real Earth is something I don't think man really sees.
Man is very limited in his perception.
One last question, Mother. Plastic. This seems to be everywhere on you, that there doesn't seem to be any place that this chemical compound is not. Is this having an effect on you?
On the wildlife, on the animals, on the sea life, more than on me. I can deal with this. They cannot. It is very sad.
Yes, it is. One last question, Mother. So we have discovered a very large reservoir of fresh water deep underneath you. Do you have other vast reservoirs of fresh water that man is not even aware of?
Yes.
Hmm. Well, thank you, Mother. We love you. Just thank you so much.
I love you too. Please talk to me.
Yes, we shall. Favor to you, Earth.
Thank you.
Well, that was another jam-packed. Wow. Okay. Patrick, you look drained on that one.
That was intense.
I could see it. I could sense it. It was, I was having so many images hitting that it was like,
yeah, me too.
Yeah, I couldn't handle it all, to be honest with you. Okay. Wow.
More questions than answers, Wayne.
They always do. I mean, we have a list here, but there's a secondary list that you're going, wow, this is the list that we got from the list that we had. Lots of questions for Saturn.
Okay.
So let's talk with Saturn. Saturn frequency, are you here?
Hello, Wayne.
Well, good friend, how are you?
I am doing very well, thank you. I am winning the battle.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, I hope that us sending you some energy is helping in that. We root you on.
This is very important to continue to send me love. Love is the greatest weapon.
In all dimensions, isn't it?
In all dimensions, realities, timelines, everything. It is the greatest frequency.
I just love that. Saturn, we have a question for you. Let's see. One person wants to know, were you once a destroyer star?
I was once a sun, a star, a destroyer star. No.
In that distant past, was Earth much closer to you?
Earth was in the solar system of your current sun. I came in and we joined. It is closer to me now than it was.
I love this. So Saturn, we have a question. We have a book here, which is a sacred book. And in that book, it talks about generations. And it talks about the generation of Adam, Seth, Enosh, Canaan, Malachi, and Enoch, Methuselah. The question that they want to know, are these referring to other stellar bodies?
No, these are referring to control mechanisms to control the human population.
Okay. We have noticed some changes taking place on your rings. And I know this has been asked before, but it seems to be accelerating. Can you give us any insight as to what is going on?
As mentioned before, there are those who are using my rings to try and control you, to keep you unaware of your full potential. I am fighting against this with your help. I believe I have turned a corner and they are doubling their efforts. They will not win.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, Saturn, is there anything you'd like to say to us? We haven't talked in a while.
I am stronger than I was. I am happier than I was. I am, how you would say, getting better at what I need to do.
Saturn, I have one other question. Are you being moved in your orbit?
All of the planets and moons are being affected by additional objects coming into this solar system. We are all being put out of alignment.
Thank you, Saturn. I'm going to be talking to your brothers and sisters, Neptune and Uranus, and asking them the same question because they seem to be very heavily impacted right now.
They are at the forefront of this.
There's an object coming in, isn't there?
A big one.
I thought so. Well, Saturn, we wish you very good success. We send you love and energy. Win the battle, because when you win it, it's going to be a victory for us.
Thank you, Wayne.
Thank you. Wow. Okay. And everyone, this is Dancer. There is thunder outside, and Dancer is just not with the thunder gods. And
I thought that was either thunder or Saturn wasn't very happy with me.
No, I think the thunderstorm literally is over my house. It's very,
Right.
very weird. How interesting. Well, and literally we have some questions for Neptune, particularly. So let's talk with Neptune. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, Neptune frequency, are you there?
Yes, Wayne. Hello.
How are you, good friend?
I am managing okay. It is a worrying time, but we are all pulling together.
Speaking of that, what is happening with you? We are noticing tremendous perturbations you're out of your orbit, you're on your side. It looks like you're struggling.
I am at the forefront of this change. I believe I've mentioned before that we are entering a region of space we have not entered before. This brings changes we are not expecting. The additional changes we feel from outside objects that are being attracted into our space is having an effect on us all. It is a worrying time.
Yes. Neptune, like to know, when you were just speaking, the Kuiper belt, why do I keep on hearing that in my head from you?
All the objects within the influence of the sun are being affected. There is a struggle going on to prevent many objects crashing into the planets. Jupiter is leading the work on this by attracting them.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to have to think what I just saw in my head. Is there anything you'd like to talk to us? We haven't talked to you for a while. Is there anything you'd like to say to us?
It is as I have said, worrying time. Primarily, we are here to help you to grow, to fulfill your potential. You are coming under stress energetically. So are we. We also receive physical stress from the outside forces. We, as a solar system, as what we would call a family, I believe it's been mentioned before, we are going to pass through a very dense debris field. This is concerning.
I see that. I see that. I see that. I see that. Well, Neptune, keep yourself safe. We will be in touch, and we send you loving energy.
Thank you. It is very much appreciated, Wayne. Good to speak with you again.
Thank you, my friend. That one was a little heavy for me. I got to tell you what, Patrick, I'm sitting here now. I got my dog here, but there's something coming in. I just got that sense.
It's bringing something behind it.
Yeah. We keep on, every time we're talking into this thing. And I got the sense that, I don't know, the question is, can we make contact with it?
Well, we've got to identify it first, haven't we?
Yeah, I don't know. That's my problem. I don't know where to put my focus out at.
They like to be addressed correctly, don't they? All these different.
Hey, listen.
You found that out quite early on.
You know, if there's one thing I will tell people, you got to take these folks serious. I mean,
respect. Whoa. You have to have respect.
I think it was Earth that put me in my place twice, and you know what? That's all it took.
I think the sun had a word with you too.
Yes, it did. Yeah, guys, and gals, I'm out here. You're all making fun of us, but hey, we're the ones that are getting the attention.
That's Talking with the Planets 3, if you want to watch it. Hilarious.
Yes, it is.
We were beginners then, Wayne, weren't we?
I didn't even know how to ride the bike. Not at all. Let's see here. I know that Neptune, let's see, question. Oh, Jupiter, someone wanted to know if you've incarnated and came and have come back to Earth, and if what form did you have and when? Well, that's an interesting question.
I think we've been told they all incarnate here.
They all have, yes. They all have. They've all told us that. I think they're still here.
And it's ongoing.
Yeah.
It's definitely ongoing.
I've had moments of lucid dreaming where these were magnificent beings. I mean, some became in the female personification, some in the male. I think some of them came in a mixture of something that we don't even understand.
I think we're only scratching the surface, Wayne.
Yeah, I think we are too. It just amazes me. Well, let's see. Does talking with the planets bring us up on anyone's radar? That's a good question.
I think we're being watched, Wayne.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah.
I would say that potentially visited, but I would never acknowledge that. Do you have
Don't
anything?
say the S word, Wayne.
No, not from these lips. Not going to happen. You have any questions on your end? I've gone through mine and I haven't read the chat room in here.
I deliberately kept away from any questions, so I didn't know what was coming. I prefer it that way.
Does Caroline have question? Did she? I'm trying to go through here and say, it's pretty hard to keep up with all this. All right, so I think we ought to talk with one that we don't talk to very often is Uranus. It seems to be the
please, Caroline.
Well, let's reach out to Uranus. I'd like to have a few questions of my own for him.
Okay.
All right. Uranus frequency, are you out there?
Yes, Wayne.
Well, good friend. How are you?
Concerned.
Yes. Could you elaborate on that?
I can see further ahead than the rest of my brothers and sisters. I can feel the energetic changes before them. It, as has been said, a worrying time simply because we do not know what is coming.
Uranus, the question, in fact, I just saw it in my head as you were talking. Are you of this sun, or are you of the origin of another star?
I was born in another system and I joined this one.
Interesting, because that's what it looks like. It looks like you came in from the outside.
Correct.
So, Uranus, the next question I have, from where you came from, is this what's coming towards us?
The system I originated in was on the same trajectory as your current system. It was further ahead of you. You are now, shall we say, catching up.
Yes. That makes sense. That would have a sense of
both systems are, how could we say it, rolling through space together.
Almost like a waltz, a dance.
Good analogy, Wayne.
Thank you. That's exactly what I see. But this dance is enormous in space, in size,
and in effect and influence.
So, Uranus, a question on the things that we call dark holes. Have you encountered those before?
I have sensed the energy coming from these. I have not entered one, passed through one. There is many things we have not experienced. The universe is very, very, very old.
I get that sense. Yes, I get that sense. Are you in any particular distress?
It is not distress, it is concern, and it is simply the not knowing, Wayne.
Yeah, it is always, isn't it?
We deal with each event as it happens. We are united in our goals. We will do our best.
Well, I just got the sense. I know that space is very cold and can be very lonely. We just send you warmth and much love, Uranus. Thank you.
Thank you, Wayne.
Wow. You know, the middle.
Feel the connection there.
Yeah,
palpable.
Palpable. That's a good word for it. This is really interesting. You know, our scientists are seeing it. Our, the space agencies are out there doing it. I mean, and the planets are telling us as well.
Yeah. Sorry, Wayne. I've just got to let the dog out.
No, that's all right. I have heavy, heavy thunder above us. I think Thor is here. Or Odin, one of the two. And Odin, we love you, man. We love you. In the astrology chart, Chiron's position would describe our shamanic initiation and what it is that we can help others. Hey, listen, Joe. Yeah. I'm just trying to catch up on some of these the comments. I have to go back and go read through all this again because it's overwhelming at times.
Like I've said many times, we get more than we ask for.
I mean,
that generates more questions.
So with Uranus, when we were talking, the thing that I saw was that there is this dance and the
systems, like you
say,
and
yes,
going forward as well.
Yes, that is exactly what I saw.
Got the outside influence that's affecting the whole. You see it, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, the hour is come and gone.
Wow. That's quick.
In my mind, I know cognitively that, nearly 57 minutes have gone by, but perceptually, it feels less than 5, to be honest with you.
It really does. Yes.
Yeah, it just wow. This one's going to be different. Do you hear that?
I can hear that, Wayne.
Yeah, it's this was supposed to be no rain today, right?
Okay.
I don't know what I'm hearing out there, but I will tell everyone this. I invoked a rain spell. Mm-hmm. Don't tell anyone in Colorado because I think a lot of people are pissed right now that it's too wet.
You've done the old rain dance, have you?
Exactly. I mean, no, I literally did. I literally 8 days ago went out and did a rain invocation, and holy crap! One word of caution, ladies and gentlemen: if you do this, don't expect to see immediate results, but I can assure you, you will see results. So, Patrick, what do you have going this week? By the way, I catch all your videos.
We have another episode of Ask Angie on Thursday, half an hour after your show, episode number 3. Caroline's collecting the questions. It's getting very interesting.
How is Angie?
Angie's having a whale of time, and my connection on that show is different to this one because I connect to Angie. She does all the other connections. So in a sense, I'm one step back. So I am being protected, whereas today it's me connecting with the planets, which is why you saw a change.
And folks, it's literally like putting your hands up next to electrified.
Caroline noticed this. I didn't notice it until Caroline mentioned it. But when Angie talks, she talks a lot faster than I do. And
yes.
I watched it back, and it is true. She talks a lot faster than I do, and some would say she makes more sense than I do.
Oh, well, as long as she's having a lovely time, I do believe that is exactly what happens for all of us. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's this precept that we've been told. I think it's wondrous, folks.
I've told Caroline she has the first 5 minutes of the show where she can talk to Angie about Angie's experience, and we're learning a new thing each week. So,
what have you learned so far as we close this hour out?
The first thing Angie told us was that she can be anywhere at any time just by thinking about it. For example, she said she watches the grandchildren come out of school, but she watches all of them at the same time. There is only now. Time does not exist. She has to think of when and where, and she's there. Wonderful. And she can do that multiple places.
Wow. Well, you give her my love. You tell her.
I will do, Wayne.
That's just so far out. I'll have to definitely tune in on that.
It's going to be what's the word I'm looking for? groundbreaking.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
The energy has changed, and I think that, there was I forget what it was, but I don't know if it was a book, but the earth had moved into something, and suddenly the living and the departed were able to see each other.
All right.
And I think that it could be that, who knows, we may be entering into such a time.
That wouldn't surprise me. Some people say, I think the phrase is the veil is lifting, but I don't think it's lifting. I think it's dissipating.
This is so freaking weird. Now, tune in tomorrow. But Patrick, I literally wrote that to one of the people in the community.
Wow.
I literally said that. And it was an hour before the show here, that the veil, I don't see it lifting. I see it disintegrating.
Yeah, it's getting thinner and thinner.
Yeah.
Everything is becoming visible. It's
Yes.
not lifting.
Yes. I
The
think
fog is clearing. Lawrence says, yeah, the fog is clearing.
Yeah. I think the cervix is opening. I think it's about to give birth.
Okay.
Well, all right. Different term.
You can have the labor pains, Wayne.
I think we've already gone through them, or we're in the midst of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm going to take Dancer. Dancer, say hi to everybody.
Hello, Dancer.
Say hello. What? You want to say hello to the camera? Look at
See,
that.
Daddy's boy or Mummy's boy?
He's a girl. She's
Girl.
Daddy's little girl.
Daddy's little girl.
She's precious. This dog and I have this psychic communication. I mean, it's amazing. So, Patrick, love you, my friend. I will see you next Tuesday, if not before then.
I can't believe the show's over, Wayne, when we started talking 5 minutes ago.
It's like, okay, I know you're going. Are you still going to be coming on with Warrior Queen on the
3rd, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I'm planning to. Yeah.
All right. So we'll have you 2 days in a row.
Wow.
All right.
Spoiled.
4 out. Hey,
tune in Thursday night for
yes.
episode 3, half an hour after Wayne.
You going to tune in? You going to listen to Patrick? Okay. All right. All right, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Much love. Patrick, thank you, my friend.
You're welcome.
Okay. We'll see you. And hold on before we go out. All right.
Okay.
All right. Everyone, be good to yourselves. We'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.